Okay, so today we have Liam Gallagher and John Squire with Just Another Rainbow. Gonna try to watch the video here today, see what happens there. Anyway, yeah, so of course, Liam Gallagher, famous for Oasis, John Squire, famous for Stone Roses, and Oasis, was very influenced by the Stone Roses, another band from Manchester, just like them. And Oasis is probably my favorite band of all time, and I know sometimes people, say how, but yeah, I don't know. I've always loved Oasis, and I've never listened to this yet. I know it's been out for a few weeks now, but here we go. Gonna react to it for the first time. So let's get into it. 5.5 minutes. It's quite a long song. So anyway, let's get into it. Talk about it after. Let's go. I'm intrigued. Fade out. All right, so there it is, Liam Gallagher and John Squire, Just Another Rainbow. So like I said, as a huge Oasis fan, being one of my top two bands along with The Doors, I mean, they're 1 and 2, I know that much. But anyway, I've known this has been out for a few weeks, but I don't know why, I've just never wanted to listen to it, I guess, whatever. But then people requested it, and I said, fine, I'll do a reaction to it, and here we are. So, of course, I've done reactions to the Stone Roses, and like I said, I love Oasis, I love Liam Gallagher's work, also in his solo career, too. I like his a lot of his solo songs. But anyway, in talking about the Stone Roses, I've done many reactions to them. I always love, Ian Brown's soft, beautiful vocals, and John Squire on the guitar. His guitar work is just sublime. Ian and John are just a great combination. And then here, it's such a different kind of contrast because Liam's voice, especially nowadays, and I know that some people don't like his nasally kind of sound. I mean, I've spent many hours listening to Oasis and trying to sing like Liam Gallagher. Just when I'm home alone or whatever. But anyway, but nowadays, yeah, his voice is kind of nasally. But he was hitting those notes, like I said at one part in the video, just from the beginning of the I. And again, his voice was like shot. I'd say back in like the mid 2000s, early 2000s with Oasis. If you listen to him live, it's kind of hard to listen to because again, his voice was just so good from like 94 to like 98 or something like that. And again, I think of a performance. Again, as an Oasis fan, I'm just going to go off here, but I think of a performance in like Japan or whatever in 2000 where he couldn't even sing. Noel Gallagher had to come in and go in for him because Liam's voice was just shot. Again, he wasn't taking care of it. But nowadays, I know that he tries to take more care of it, and it kind of shows in the song, I feel like his voice is stronger. And again, some people might not like it because of that nasaliness or whatever, but I just love his style. I just love his stance, of course. He always has those damn maracas in his hand, in his hands, and so that was fun to see at one point too. I laughed. And just to hear John Squire on guitar, so kind of psychedelic, such a kind of 60s feel I got from it. I don't know why, but a lot of guitar work here, was put in. I mean, that's it was John Squire. You want to hear John Squire on his instrument, and we got a lot of that. And then Liam would come in another time to say Just a Rainbow. And thinking back in the 90s or the late 80s, whatever, when the Stone Roses were around too. You think about, you couldn't really picture maybe Liam and John teaming up. I mean, you wouldn't think that might happen, but it did, and it's kind of cool that it did happen. And again, they did this, because it sounds psychedelic. There's a Britpop feel to it, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like they're trying to go back to that time. It is kind of a modernized feel, but at the same time, it feels nostalgic in a way. I think they did this in a tasteful way. I really enjoyed the song, and again, I like the drumming too. I have to say, because of course John and Liam are the big names here. But I did want to say on the drums here, Joey Waronker, I want to say, and of course Greg Kirsten, who was the bassist and producer on this track, was on the track as well. But I just have to say, Joey's bombastic drumming I thought was very good. He was pretty much the backbone of the song. Again, I thought he was bold as hell, and I loved his kind of rhythm. I loved his quickness, and so I have to give it out to Joey here too. But I really enjoyed, of course, John's guitar work, which is just so kind of dumb to say, but again, he was going off on the song, and I'm glad they really tried to give him his spot here. And then Liam's voice is great too. And once the song started as well, this came back to me. What came to my head, the first note, the first guitar note, for some reason, and it doesn't sound the exact same, but it made me think of Up in the Sky by Oasis, which is an Oasis track, yeah. And I don't know why, I just got a little bit of feel, even between the vocals for Up in the Sky. Just Liam's kind of notes, I guess, his higher notes just remind me of that song. But maybe it's just a combination of a bunch of Oasis songs I'm thinking of. But either way, that also came to mind, and I just wanted to throw that out there as well. Anyway, I liked it a lot, I have to say. I don't know why. again, it took me this long to react to it or listen to it at all. But yeah, here we are finally, and it was I really enjoyed it. And again, maybe the songwriting here, getting into that now, because again, I think about Oasis. I know John Squire is a good songwriter, and Liam Gallagher was not the primary songwriter for Oasis. It was usually Noel. So some people have always thought that Liam was not the best songwriter. But here we are with the lyrics now. I might have known this would be just another rainbow. And again, the way Liam comes in with the I and just goes on, just again to show that his voice is kind of still there. Just another rainbow. I walk the earth, I search the sky. Again, I just love the whole talk of, the rainbows, the earth, the sky, just these different things, outside, I guess you would say, nature, whatever the hell. Just another rainbow, no pot of gold waiting here for me. So I think of, what this song's meaning. You talk about just another rainbow. Usually a rainbow is seen as something that is, beautiful, colorful, as Liam would go on later to talk about the colors. But at the same time here, a rainbow's kind of lost its whole illusion, or has lost its beauty or whatever. It's just another rainbow. It's seen as something that you don't want to see. It's something that we see all the time, whatever. Out of this whole kind of thing where, yeah, again, it's lost its glow. It's just another rainbow. There's no pot of gold waiting here for me. There's kind of a sense of loss. I would say there's a sense of loneliness, you might say, as well. I don't know, just some kind of downtrodden feelings going along with this. Then we go on with the chorus. Just another rainbow hanging over me. Just another rainbow. My nose is bugging me. Just another rainbow dripping on my tree. And again, I just loved how Liam would deliver that. Just the way he can pronounce words and, with that nasaliness that he has these days. I just love it. I'm out of control. Half of the whole. Just another rainbow. Paying the bills. Am I your windmill? And again, I think about, of course, these guys coming from big bands and now they're with each other doing this. And I think about, are they talking about, because I have seen people talk about in the comments and such, are they talking about Ian Brown? Is John Squire talking about Ian Brown here? Because I do believe John wrote this song, the lyrics. And, people asking, did he write this about Ian Brown? Is being rude about Ian Brown? But I did also see other things people talking about where they don't think Liam would be on a song with John if John was, taking stabs at Ian because Liam loves Ian. I don't know, just these different things. Again, things that are going to happen. I've seen on Reddit as well and all this stuff. But anyway, I thought, again, whatever they're talking about, the words sound nice. Paying the bills, am I your windmill again? And then we have the chorus one more time. But again, just another rainbow. I just like that whole vibe, I guess. Again, I like the colorfulness of it all. We're talking about the sky, the earth, the rainbows. And then red and orange, yellow and green, blue, indigo, violet. We've crossed the line. And then there's that break in there where John just goes off, and then we have the chorus one more time. But really, again, I do think about who's singing this, who's on the guitar. John and Liam on this track, two guys from two big bands. And I think about their past and think about things they've gone through. I think about their fame. And if they're bringing any of this into this song, again, I think about the chorus of Liam singing just another rainbow dripping on my tree. I think about things that used to be beautiful but are now just regular old stuff. Whatever. Is he talking about the music business? Is he talking about Noel? Is John talking about Ian? All these things come to mind. And again, that's always kind of going to happen when somebody goes off on their own, and now that they don't have a band behind them or they don't have their brother or whatever, these things are going to happen. I mean, I think about a Liam Gallagher song, One of Us, which is probably my favorite Liam solo song, which is obviously about Noel. So again, I think about these things, are they talking about people that they've known before, people that they've been in bands with, whatever the hell. But either way, I really enjoyed this. Again, the lyrics I find not too, complex to get, whatever. They're just kind of, I feel like the song was more just about the instrumental, more about the guitar, and Liam's voice was just sounded proper here. And so I really enjoyed that and that whole dynamic. So anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. I really appreciate all the support, and I will talk to you guys again soon.